Alright, I think I got this to work now. Yeah, apologies for the last stream. It was, of course, everything just was not working when I actually needed it to. It was just like I had to go and fix all this stuff. Then the stream kept cutting out because of my internet connection, so hopefully now we don't have any issues. Okay, so I think I got most of the head. It's kind of looks weird, but so far that's the front. Actually, I believe it goes like that. He has. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, he has. I think SpongeBob has like an outline. And I'll just fill all that in. And I messed that. No, no, no. I didn't want to do all that. So I can just fill this in. Do I have Discord? I do. I rarely use it, but yeah, I don't really use it that much. I thought about making one for specifically for the channel. Um, I might still do that one day. Not sure yet. Does the mic sound quiet? Yeah, I kind of adjusted it. A little bit when I was setting this up. I don't want it to be too loud because it starts to sound really weird. Hello, Felix. Yeah, the stream was kind of bugging out earlier. I'm not sure if this will get the same views as the first attempt. I just hope it does because everyone voted in the poll for streams, so I just hope it works out. Yeah, I'm glad that YouTube is recommending my videos too. I'm still can't believe it, honestly. Okay, now I'll do the outline here. Also, I apologize if you can hear a fan in the background. It's like right next to me because it's very warm where I'm streaming this at. Okay, here comes the outline. I am still not used to doing this. Oof. Okay. Yeah, this is almost MS Paint like. See, this is why. Where's the? Oh, here it is. The eraser is not. Where I haven't gotten used to it yet. I haven't gotten the hang of it, so I'm just gonna use that. It's already on a white background, so I guess that works. But okay, so that's the front outline. Try using a stabilizer. I think one is in here. I'm still trying to like find all this stuff. I'm still getting used to GIMP. All right, next I'll start the eyes next. Wait. Shapes. 1 second. Hang on. Okay, I just realized why it was so quiet. My mic was up. I didn't have it by my mouth. Okay, so now I was looking for Shapes. Okay, I'll just do it with a brush. Let me bump up the size. I was gonna use an outline, but I just said no. So yeah, I have a lot of things planned for videos coming up. I'm actually working on the next one. I actually just started working on it today. It's gonna be an interesting one. It's another show from Nickelodeon that you might find interesting. It's another bad show. Well, depending on who you ask. I'll see. I'll see what time I've got left. By the time I finish this, I'm hoping to get this done pretty quickly. Then I'll see if I can draw that. Okay, the eyes. It's not really circular. I think I did this correctly. Trying to make sure. I'm just hoping the stream, the connection doesn't cut out. Breadwinners. Yeah, I remember that. I remember Breadwinners too. It was. Um, I don't really know um, how to feel about it. I do remember it when it came out, but it was just I watched some episodes of it. I might get to that soon. Oops. Sandy. Oh yeah, the Sandy Cheeks movie was it was a movie. I saw it. It was just it was really bad in my opinion. I'm glad the Plankton movie at least came out to make up for it. Okay. Let's add some of these. Yeah, apologies if you hear a loud noise right now. There's something going on outside. I don't know what it is. It's probably an airplane. Oops. So what shows are you guys currently watching? Like cartoon wise? I'm still trying to catch up on some stuff between all the streaming services. I tried my best to just stick with one. The movie was it was filled with a lot of weird stuff, especially for not too long before this movie even came out was, or I think this came out before. I don't know if the Sandy movie came out before or after the Quiet on Set documentary with Nickelodeon, but yeah, it had some of the weird stuff in there. It was just really bad timing, in my opinion. I don't know if I should try. Oh, yeah, I'll try the highlights. I think that's what this is called. I really should bump down the opacity. Okay, I don't think I can't tell if it looks good or not. Yeah, I'll just get rid of that. That looks weird. Or I might come back to it later. And then lastly here, now the face or the smile. I mean, where did I get face from? Have you seen the rhino and the red bill? I have not heard of that. Actually, um, is that I'm assuming a new show? The might is it? Okay, that was probably why the I wonder if the connection had something to do with it because the connection cut out. It's a pilot on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'll definitely look into that because I do like these independent like animations nowadays that are mostly online. And considering I don't even have cable anymore, it's kind of my only choice. Okay, I'll try this. There's another one called Puppy Guard. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try. I'll look at that one too. Okay. Yeah, the concept of, YouTube, like YouTube animations to full on like series and stuff, is I always just found interesting. It's one of the main reasons I'm glad like independent animation started to take off. Yeah, up close this looks like pixel art. Yeah, I decided to change the his look up a bit on the thumbnail. Not really sure what I was going for with that, but it at the end of the day, that's what came out. This is taking longer than I thought. I thought I would have been able to do this easy, but I'm trying not to mess it up. Then I think this is. I don't know if this is red. I don't remember. Oh, okay. That doesn't even look that bad. Oh, yeah. Um, yeah. I've heard that before. I've gotten that from other people. They thought it was a white guy. It's happened before. It's all right though. I've gotten used to it. Um, why does my OC, the character I use in most of the videos, I constantly kind of redesign him over time, but the old like design of his was just kind of was weird. Like I'm not against weird, but I think that was like too weird, at least for YouTube. So I kind of changed it. Plus, I mainly changed it for merchandise purposes. Okay, now the pants. Um, we need brown. Okay. Okay, it's white and brown, but I have to be careful here because I don't want to. I don't want the lines to go onto his face. But yeah, this is actually turning out better than I expected. What software? This is GIMP. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting the hang. At first, I could not get the paintbrush to work the first time I attempted to stream, but I fixed it afterwards. Then I was originally going to use Paint 3D that comes with Windows 10, but when I tried to hook the capture up, when I tried to get it on the stream, it just wasn't working. So I just stuck with this. So am I going to? Okay, I'll have to outline this so it doesn't get messed up. But I do not have the stabilizer, so this is going to look either really good or really bad. But yeah, the this is probably the only time I'll be doing a drawing stream. The rest of the streams are most likely going to be different things. Like I'm waiting on the capture card. I actually ordered one so that next time I do a stream, I'll be able to do gameplay footage, mostly from my PlayStation 3. I have a bunch of games that I'll be glad to play, hopefully, on here. Especially, I want to kind of do a Minecraft series of streams because I've got that. I've got a couple of games. I got Minecraft lined up. I've got GTA 5 streams lined up, and I've got uh, Sonic Generations that I also wanted to play. Do sort of playthroughs on it. So that'll be fun once I get this card. I think that's the wrong. Okay, I need a lighter shade of brown. Try. Okay, this. I think this will work. I don't know if I want to do like a full on different. I can't even explain it. I'm thinking just from the front view or a side view of SpongeBob. I don't know if I want to do that or just leave it at what it is now. But also with the streams, I wanted to do. Originally, I wanted to also do PC games, but unfortunately, my PC can't really handle games. At least not my laptop. This one can barely. This thing can barely even run the browser. But maybe if I get a faster computer, I'll probably be able to do something. Because there's a lot of. I have Steam games too that I wanted to stream. And I've also got 2K on the PlayStation, WWE 2K 17. I've got a bunch of like created wrestlers in there that look really weird. Okay, he's got this. Yeah, I remember those comments. I got a bunch of them. Uh, yeah, they were. I still get them too from time to time. And now I gotta go back get the red. Uh, thanks. I'm glad the stream ended up working out. Cause at first it was just like I wasn't sure if it was even gonna work. Yeah. Thanks. I'm glad. Yeah. I keep say. Yeah. I'm glad my videos are or people enjoyed my videos. I should say. I sound very different off the script than I do with the script. Where I think he's rectangular a little bit, but it's fine. How do I make my animated characters? I use a software. It's kind of outdated by now. It's just kind of. I'm actually looking to try something new. This is the main reason I actually got GIMP here because I'm actually get used to a new software because chances are I was 10 for the one I'm currently using, the software for my characters, and chances are when I get rid of Windows 10, I'm not going to have it anymore. So I'm trying to get used to GIMP here. But I recommend actually. I do like Paint 3D, the one that comes with most Windows systems, because it's really easy to get the hang of. It's not what I started with though. Like years ago, I used to just use MS Paint. Oh, excuse me. Okay, that worked. Alright, looks good. Thanks. Yeah, thanks, Thomas. I think this is turning out good for what it is, honestly. What do you think of my which avatar is it? Is it the one in the profile picture? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it looks nice. Okay, now the legs. I think this is good by just uh by these standards at least, which aren't exactly high. I think this drawing of SpongeBob. I've drawn him before on other platforms, and they look way better than this. But I'm getting used to this still, so the paint. But where's the paint bucket? Have you ever seen Cartoon Lover 98? I have not. I'm not familiar with that name. I'd want to put shading on this, but I will. I might still do it. I'll attempt shading on this. I fear what it's gonna look like at the end, but we won't know until we try. Okay, got that one done pretty quickly. The lines I used for the shorts are bigger than this, so I can just uh, go over that with more of the brown paint. That's oh, your redesign. That's not the the character. Okay, I see. So he's under a redesign. I know how that is. I've redesigned my OC probably more times than I remember. We've come a long way since uh, people were calling him Queso as a bear. Okay, I'll turn up the size because SpongeBob has very skinny legs. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was not exactly in shape. Those earlier videos, he had to do some serious exercise. Okay, how does that look? Okay, so about right here, I want to say is where the sock is gonna go, because his legs aren't. He doesn't have tall legs either. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna start the shoe. first, and then come back to the sock, because then I'll already have the outline. I don't know if there's rules for things like this, but if there are, I'm pretty sure I'm breaking them. I was actually pretty surprised at how many people actually saw the Patrol 03 video. I thought, that show was so like obscure, nobody knew what it was. I thought it was nobody was gonna really see it. I just hope those lost dubs of the episodes eventually get found. Okay, so now I'm gonna do something weird. I usually have a game plan when I do things like this, but today I do not, so. Oops. Come on. Ah, we're so close. Almost had a straight line. Oh well. And now this. I don't know if I might post this after I finish it to the community page, just because. While I'm doing this, actually, I might as well just thank I didn't do it earlier, so I might as well just thank everybody, because recently we got to 5,000 subscribers on the channel, so I thought that was really good. It's a lot faster than I had anticipated. I don't remember. Okay, I don't remember if it was red blue or blue red. Have you? Yep, I've seen Food Fight. I actually, if I'm thinking of making a video on it one day. Yeah, that whole thing, that's a whole rabbit hole in itself. Still amazed they thought to release that like after everything that happened. Okay, I'll just go red and blue. Oops. And also, if you do want to check out my the rest of my artwork, I normally would say DeviantArt, but I have since moved to Tumblr recently. So if you actually do want to see more stuff, my actually like good artwork, I recommend going there. I'll probably put it in the. what was that? Okay. Yeah, I think I remember. The stream is having some issues. Yeah, food fight. That was a whole nother disaster. Hmm. Let me zoom out really quick. Okay, the scaling isn't that bad at all. It's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, speaking of streams, actually, there were a lot of live streams I had actually done way back. I was gonna put it in the video where I watched all the old content I had, but sadly none of those had been preserved. They had been lost, or maybe some still exist. I don't know. They might be somewhere on a an archive I may have had, but that would have been fun to watch too because I didn't have a microphone at all like I do now, and they sounded really bad. What were you saying about the? Or did I say something about? Oh, the lines on here on the. I would think I was just talking about um changing the sizes or something. I probably forgot already. Yeah, if there's any audio issues though, let me know. I know the volume might be kind of weird. I'm trying to fix it, but it's just my mic is just like that for some reason. Yeah, that was the character I was thinking of. The dog. His um yeah, he was just kind of there. He said some very weird stuff that entire movie. Okay, so the shoes. Okay, that turned out actually better than I had anticipated. So last but not, I don't know if should I give him the hat or no. No, I'll just leave him. Actually, yeah, I'll give him the Krusty Krab hat. I just hate that I can't zoom out or zoom in with my mouse. I have to use the touchpad on this laptop because I have my actual mouse connected to actually draw, but I can't zoom out without the touchpad. Okay, how does that look? Okay, it looks pretty. Maybe they're okay. That should be good. I thought they were too low for a minute. Now, last, sort of, the hands or the arms. I was thinking about also doing a video on modern SpongeBob, but not sure yet. Cause I've heard about how bizarre the newer episodes are. I messed it up again. Easy. Okay. I've heard a lot of stuff about the modern episodes. There's just like I see screenshots that people post on Twitter and Reddit and to the SpongeBob subreddit and stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen some pretty weird pictures. It's almost like they just part of me thinks they know that it's almost fetish material, but they're at that point where it's just SpongeBob is just too big to fail. They just don't really care anymore. Since he's pretty much the only thing keeping Nickelodeon alive. Oof, I hate drawing hands. Well, it's a little bit easier here than it is in the other software I use. Okay, that was not bad. Yeah, I saw that picture too. The scene with Sandy. That I think I would be surprised, but at this point, it's just there's a lot of stuff with Sandy that's just really weird. As I've been on the internet way too long. Okay, Okay, I'll just leave that. I'll just go back to working on the hand. I was trying to get rid of this, but I can't use the color picker. Yeah, um, there's a lot of artwork out there. I'm just kind of like, just keep it out of my. I don't want to see it on TV, at least. Like I don't care what goes on. Just leave it out of the show because kids are watching SpongeBob. That just comes off as really weird. Make sure one arm isn't. Okay, they're about the same size. The wrong size. Okay. Trying to make sure these. I want these. They don't have to be perfect, but I don't want them to look very off once I zoom out. Otherwise, SpongeBob is gonna have one big arm and one small arm, which is not ideally something I would want. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so last and definitely not least, the hat. It's turned out good for what it is. And I forgot how the Krusty Krab hat looks. Okay, I think this is right. It's gonna kind of look off because he's facing straight, but the hat is off to the side to get the dimensions correctly. I don't think. Okay, 1 second. Let me just look for Krusty Krab hat. Okay, that is how. Okay, I was doing it wrong. There is no. So it's blue on the back. Perfect. Actually, I can just go over this. This, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really need this. I can just go over this. What does the hat look like? Okay, and then it's dark blue on the bottom. This hat is very. I thought this was. I've been watching this show for since I was like able to talk, and I never noticed how actually complex this hat looks. Yeah, Total Drama was another show that had a lot of stuff in it. Well, they weren't really as kid friendly as most cartoons. They were, which is one of the another reason why they were on Netflix. Well, Total Drama Rama was, I know that was marketed towards kids, but they also had some weird stuff in there. I watched maybe I saw one episode by accident one time. 'Cause I think it ended a while ago. Oof, I don't want that. Bump that up a little bit. There we go. And I think without any other, it has a red outline, but okay, yeah, I'll just add that just to make it a little bit more accurate. I am terrible at this. Okay, I think that is it. I'm trying to see if I'm forgetting anything. I will add. I'm gonna fix these eyes really quick. These just look. This is bothering me. Yeah, I'm actually surprised with how this turned out. I'm not used to this. I used to do this all the time back when I had MS Paint, or back when I used MS Paint, I should say. But I got used to stabilizers and stuff, so doing this is kind of a refresher for me. thought the eyes kind of look like the ones on the SpongeBob popsicle. Hold on. Had to get this right. Okay, there we go. Oof, okay. Let me take a little bit off of this side. Ah, okay, let me redo this one more time. I'm doing this because I don't know how the eraser works. Well, it's not working, basically. Okay. And lastly, let's give him the little eye shine, I guess. Yeah, I heard about that episode from Total Dramarama. I think it was yeah, nobody liked it, and I understand why. And that's about it, really, for this drawing. I don't know how to feel about this. I think it could have. I was gonna do shading, but I think it's kind of. Wait, one last thing. I was gonna do shading, but I think this is gonna just be a mess if I do that because I don't have the. Like I said earlier, I don't have what what are they called? Stabilizers. Got to make sure he has two separate eyes. He's got right now. He's got Sonic eyes. Dang it! We almost had another straight line. Oh, okay. Wait, maybe a little bit of shading. I want to add some gray to the bottom of the eyes. Please turn out good. Yeah, I was gonna do an outline for the eyes, but the well, now that I'm doing a little, now I'm adding shading, so I don't want it to interfere with that. Hope this isn't too dark. This has been pretty fun though. The streaming, I was kind of nervous at first, but I saw how many people actually wanted me to do this, so I'm glad it worked out. The Care Bears family cartoon. The name sounds familiar. Um, I think it was, or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong show. I think I know what that one was, but I'm probably wrong. I'm usually wrong when it comes to most things. Okay, I think the shading is possible. Oh, that is not the right color. Yeah, yeah, I whiffed that. I don't want his nose. I want the nose to actually pop. Not literally, but from where it's at. Then some. Was I don't remember if it was the 80s, an 80s show, or if it was later than that. I'm gonna add this shading. I could have left this, but I'm at that point where if something doesn't have shading that I worked on, I can't let it slide. Okay, how's that look? Oh, okay, that's looking somewhat good. Come back. Okay. Now the nose kind of pops. I'm gonna try that with everything else. Looks like a very detailed like video game sprite. Crap. All right, let me redo. I'll have to redo that, but it's worth it. Put in a little bit of extra work, and you'll be amazed at how much different it can look. No, it's the white. No, it's supposed to be just like the highlights on his nose. I'm kind of adding that to all of this. Yeah, I figured in this is it's not MS Paint. It's GIMP. It's not MS Paint, but at this point, with what I'm using, the paintbrush, it might as well be. It's a lot better than my previous experiences with MS Paint, though. Not really sure if this made a difference, but it's worth a shot. What cartoon? What was the cartoon you suffered watching through the most? That is a very Good question. Um, so far, I don't want to spoil that video was just like, ooh, when I had to find all the footage and stuff. But yeah, I have. There's a contender for the worst show I've seen right now, but I don't want to spoil it. It's in the works right now. It's actually going to be my very next video. For the top three, um, I think I don't know if I've reviewed that many bad ones. Okay, I guess depending on your opinion on the show, the worst ones I've reviewed so far are probably Fanboy and Chum Chum, Pig Goat Banana Cricket, and I guess the Loud House. Just for a lot of the episodes, I just did not like, especially the one that was being the main one that was the focus of that video. Because most of the other shows I usually like to some extent. Have you seen Angela Anaconda? I've heard of it. I've heard other YouTubers talk about it, but I haven't watched it for myself yet. Might give that a watch soon. Okay, so the shading kind of worked. I'm not sure if I should add some more. Okay, maybe on the arms and the legs, because there's not much to the legs, anyways. Yeah, that show was really. I'm surprised they let that Angela Anaconda slide. Like that's the kind of stuff that usually gets left on the table. Oh, it keeps. Oh, I just realized that it keeps a color palette. So far, the connection is stable for the stream. Okay, I make questionable decisions with shading. Okay, that looks passable. Again, it could be better. There's room for improvement, but maybe when I get better at using GIMP, this will look good. Or this would have looked good if I already had experience with it. That is quite a sentence there. Okay, now this is tricky because this is where it changes. Oop. Okay, that came out better. Let me. I have to click this like multiple times just to get the undo button to work. Ah, crap. I did it wrong. This is hard to see, kind of, because there's no outline, but um, you can kind of see it anyways. So I wish I had some music or something. Like I'm still kind of learning how OBS works, but hopefully for the next stream or so, I'll probably have like a the background music to play. But I'm not trying to get a strike while the stream is going. That would just be bad. I cannot do this correctly. Okay, that's where that ends. And now. This is how I usually do the shading process. And I screwed it up. Yeah, I tend to exaggerate the facial reactions on my OC to kind of I wouldn't say to further to prove a point, but it's just kind of to get attention. I can't tell if some of this is missed. I can't tell if this is the pixels on the screen or my screen just has dust on it. And I went over the line. Yeah, I got the stuff off. It was just dust, I guess. Whenever I move my laptop in my backpack, whenever I put in my backpack, the stuff from inside there kind of sometimes gets stuck on the screen. And now this. Oh, that's good. That hides that because the legs looked kind of weird. Most and least favorite SpongeBob characters. Um, whew, that's interesting. I guess for me, it depends on the season. Because depending on like what era of SpongeBob it was, there are times when I do like a certain character, and there are just times when I just like I can't stand them. Like I guess for season 7 and 8 or 6 through 8, I want to say my least favorite character is probably Patrick. Because this is like some of his worst episodes are in those seasons. Um, and as for most favorite character, I want to say uh, I don't know. I can't decide genuinely. I want to say it's probably one of the characters that Thomas F. Wilson plays from the classic era. So it's either I want to say it's either Reg from the Salty Spittoon or the Strangler or Flats the Flounder. It's got to be one of those three for me. Those are like those because those are some of my favorite episodes. Yeah, I remember that episode where that happened. That's the one where uh, Plankton makes everyone dumb, I believe. That was a like that season. I still remember when that season aired. It was one of like the few good ones at the time. Yeah, I believe that was the. I don't know if that was the same season where, uh, with the episode where Mr. Krabs was washing his car and they made it all like it was very uh, exaggerated the way they animated him. Yeah, somebody on the staff was just was down bad that day. Like I did not need to see that. Like at least no, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Yeah, the shoes shading looks okay. Those look really bad. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it at. But so far, that actually looks not that bad. Um, it could have been worse. Actually, I'll okay. I keep saying one more thing. One final thing. I'm just gonna add the shading to the teeth. Like the last. This will be the last thing. I promise. Long, tan, handsome. It really does make a difference. Something like this. Something as simple as just shading. It's amazing what difference it can make. And that's about it, actually. So there is SpongeBob. I think for what it is, obviously it's not that bad. The pass is probably this is probably the lowest scoring thing picture. So I'll probably be uploading this in case anyone wants to see this again. I'll probably upload this to my Tumblr, which I'll put that in the description after the stream ends. I'll put the link to the Tumblr in my description. So if you actually do want to check it out and go follow me there, you can. Um, so where that's where I'll be mostly posting my artwork. So, um, yeah, I still feel like I think the shade, I think the eye shading kind of makes him look tired. It's probably just the shade of gray I used. So, this was pretty much just the first stream I wanted to do. Like I said, I don't think I said it in the first part of the stream. I'm only doing this drawing stream for this first one here because I actually have another plan for this. I will be doing gameplay streams actually once I get my capture card that I ordered for my PlayStation. So I'll be doing streams of hold a bunch of different games I actually have. I'll be doing streams for Minecraft. I'll be doing GTA 5 streams, Sonic Generations streams, and I'll probably do WWE 2K17. So uh, I'm looking forward to those. So for the next couple, I don't know if I'll be doing these streams every week. I'll hopefully try and do them as much as I can in between the main videos that I'll be uploading. So until then, this is going to be the new type of content. I don't really know how to describe this. Yeah, this is basically a mainstay, I hope. Live streams will hopefully continue. So until next time, I'm glad I was able to do this. Thank you all who joined. Again, once again, thank you for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. I'm glad we could reach that so quickly. And hopefully you guys can stick around for the next couple streams. So I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you to all who joined this one. And be sure to like and subscribe as always. And of course, as I said earlier, I will put my Tumblr account in the description so you can follow me there if you want to see more of the artwork. So, as always, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.